Okay, we're live. So,
Yeah.
okay. Did everyone do that prep work assignment?
Does anyone have any questions?
That was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I didn't have any questions.
Well, then, I guess for part 2, we can go on and work that.
I'm just trying to pull it up. Your summary.
That's awesome.
Are we looking over step 2 or the...
Part 2
the
is
prep assignment?
Prep assignment.
It's not too bad. It wasn't too. I did it in like 12 problems in like 5 minutes. That's not too long.
The part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did everybody else already do it?
And nope.
I haven't done the part 2. I did that. What the heck?
For number 5 on part 2, to do the mean, would you just add, like, do the 0.25 4 times and then divide it by 4?
So
Is that how
you'll take the values 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then beside that each will have a 0.25. And so you multiply 1 times 0.25 and get that, which is of course 0.25, and then add 2 times 0.25, and then 3 times 0.25, and then 4 times 0.25, and add that all up together, and that'll be the answer to the mean.
I thought it was kind of silly that she asked us, or not she, but the thing asked us what discrete random variable is, and then in the reading it says discrete random variable is too complex and we won't go into it in this class. Like,
Yeah, that was kind of
why the heck is that a question of a thing?
You know.
Then don't include it.
What was your question? Was that your? Did you ask a question, Chelsea?
Yeah, I asked about finding the mean in 5,
Oh, okay.
but Lindsay helped me.
Oh.
That made sense. I don't know if that made sense.
No, it does.
Okay. Because it
So-
should actually come out to 2.5, the mean.
How did you calculate the standard deviation?
That was for question 6, right?
Yeah.
So you take so that 2.5 that you get in question 5, that's like the sum or like the discrete random variable or whatever. And you use that and there's like a formula you're supposed to use
It was
and
in the reading.
Huh?
It was in the reading, wasn't it?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was in 3.2.
Oh, it was the last reading.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
and there's this huge graph that goes through, and
And it gives you a formula to use,
well, it
or just explains how to do it.
gives you a bunch of different columns, and it breaks everything down and shows you how to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's in 3.2. number 5 is in 3.1. It gives you the breakdown of how to do that.
Okay.
It's like, I can do it on paper, but to explain it, that's like, whew, so much.
I found it. Calculating the standard deviation by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the standard deviation of a discrete random variable, so it's like kind of on how to do it with that. But the formula that you use is like x, which is the variable, I think, right? And then you minus it with the mean,
Oh.
and then you square that answer that you get, and then you times it by the probability of.
Now I see.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Finding the deviation of discrete random variable.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I do see. There is a. Let's see, actually.
Then you like add that all up, and then, well, you add the answer that you get for all 4 of the probabilities that you can get with the dice, like rolling 1 or 2, 3, or 4. And then you square that answer. Does that make sense? You square root that
Yeah.
answer.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can draw on these kinds of on this thing.
Really.
Yeah, I feel like this probably does a lot of cool stuff, but
You know it all.
yeah, I definitely don't know how to use it very well.
Yeah, it's like weird.
Well then.
Okay.
Do we just want to start the quiz then?
I'm comfortable doing that.
Yeah. I have like 15. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I don't have any questions.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real fast. So.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do, girlfriend.
I do have like a question. Did everyone understand the the book's weird explanation of like what random means? Because at first I thought random meant like it didn't have a pattern and it wasn't unrelated, but then I felt like at the end it said that it follows a long-term pattern. So I was like, wait, I thought you said patterns didn't follow up, or random stuff didn't follow a pattern.
I think
So what
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think from what I understood, it's like the example they gave was the dice, and so like you can't predict like how I'm gonna roll a 4 and then I'm gonna roll a 2. Like it doesn't go in that order. But if you roll 1,000 times, you would get like a point. You get an even percentage of 1 through 6, and so there would be some kind of like order to it. It's just not gonna pan out the same way each and every time. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, so there's a predictable like, probability.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
but it's not. But you won't know what you'll get. Okay.
But it doesn't happen in the same way each and every time.
Okay.
That's kind of how I understood it.
Just thought it was like a weird like. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to read it a couple times before I.
Yeah, it was confusing. I'm just gonna open the quiz and see how long it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open that too.
It's 13 questions.
Not too many people, but I won't put my wrong yet. Thanks.
No worries, I won't tell anybody. Okay. You're good.
Cool.
But yeah.
Okay. Are we doing the quiz now then?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I learned really. Is anybody else's not working?
Mine came up.
Mine's up.
I just refreshed mine a couple times and it started working.
Ireland has been terrible, like for a month.
I know. I was like, every first day of school, like iLearn shuts down,
It's
Yeah.
and I don't understand why they don't prep for it, because it's like,
yeah.
you know it's going to happen.
Everyone's
usually-
on ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually it's better, but mine has been terrible forever.
Terrible stuff. So annoying.
If anything, well, that would not be fun. And we could just read the answers, but like,
Yeah. It's loading. Really long time.
Yeah.
I do like 3 tabs. Real
I don't even know what blood type I am.
You don't know?
No.
Good to know.
I know.
I don't know either, so you're
It's
not
fun to find out too, actually. Well, not the process of you kind of have to draw your blood, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay, so is everyone able to get on their quiz?
Mine's almost opening.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I hate Ireland so much.
I know.
Almost there. Okay. Then the group meeting, right?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Okay, it's open.
Awesome. Okay.
Even bug can.
Okay.
All right. So for number 3, true or false?
Um. Wouldn't it be true?
That would be my first, because I added up all the numbers and they do equal 1, which is a rule.
Uh.
So I don't think it breaks any of the rules, so it should be.
I don't think so either, because the other rule is it can't be negative, and it can't be more than 1.
Okay. Okay. So I'd say true.
Yeah, I would say true.
Okay. So number 4. What is the probability that a randomly selected person in the U.S. has type O blood? And
Isn't it? Wouldn't it be 45%?
Well,
yeah,
it says do not give probability answers as percents.
right. So 0.45, right?
Sorry, I just wanted to
I
make sure.
think it's the probability that a randomly selected person, because this table up there gives us the, like, they tested people already. Does that make sense? So they're just, because that, all of those people equal like 100 people per se, so they're asking what the probability is if they selected a person from that group of 100 people. What's
Right.
the probability that one of them will have type O? And so
Right.
we point.
Well, then wouldn't it be 40?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it's 45 just because I think 45 of the 100 people have type O. So it's just,
Yeah, that's true.
that explanation makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just, going from here, how do you find that?
Right, because it can't be like,
Because not every time it's going to be 45%.
Well, no. So, take for example, so there's 100 group of people, and 45 of them have, well, wouldn't you just divide 45 by 100? And that's the probability that you'll randomly select someone with type O blood.
oh, that equals a 0.45.
Yeah. That would be.
What am I thinking?
No, you're good.
I think I understand what you're trying to say. It just like worked out how both of us
Hard about it.
were saying it.
So do we put it as 0.45 or do we put it as 45%?
0.45.
0.45.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking because there was 4 options and you divide it by 100. I don't know what I was, or divide it,
Right, I figured that's probably what you're thinking.
or whatever.
Yeah. So we good on 0.45 for number 4? So then number 5 is the opposite. How many randomly selected persons, probability that they would not have type O? And that's, I got 0.55 because that's the rest of the percentage.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, or is that right?
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we would have to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Slide down.
So,
0.14? Round to 3, so
Yes,
0.14.
0.14. That's what I got too.
You did round to 3 decimal places, so it'd be 0.143. Right, 'cause that's what it says at the end there, the answer.
Okay, wait.
What did you guys get?
0.143. So 1 divided by 7, right?
Right. Yeah.
chilly out here.
Combined total of 54 stocks. 22. So this provides strong evidence that the dogs can detect bladder cancer.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Because they increase their percentage by almost, I don't know, like 350%.
Yeah, because if you were doing it by random, it would be like your chance would be like 2% of getting it right randomly.
Yeah, not even.
No. That, yeah.
Yeah, so I think this provides strong evidence that the dog can detect bladder cancer.
I wonder if that's a true statement, though. Like, it's a real experiment.
I don't know. Dogs
Dogs can detect for crazy stuff.
They can.
Okay.
Website previously indicated analyses. What do you hear about M&M's?
M&M's! Woohoo! I'm so hungry. This is bad.
Kind of different colors because they all taste the same.
I don't know.
Not like Skittles.
So I got 0.16.
You got what?
Oh, wait. I'm drawing a red color candy. I'm sorry. Wrong one.
Oh.
That was for green. Sorry. So for 8, 0.13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what did you that one? What did y'all say for 8?
0.13.
So,
Drawing a red color candy.
well, the colors, they only add up to 0.84. And if you divide 0.13 by 0.84, you get 0.154. 155.
Okay, so I figured though that doesn't that still include green? They just don't tell us the percentage of green.
So yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Because they X'd out green.
Right,
And so
and then
You got green and then include it, or do you not include the green?
I would
I
still
don't know.
include it because it needs to equal 1, right? Like 1 or 100.
And number 9 asks, like, the probability of getting green.
Oh, maybe that's why then.
And then not green.
Huh?
So that.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So then it should be 0.26 or 0.16 or
0.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be specific.
0.13.
So then that means what's probably at random selected candy is green.
It's not green?
Is green.
Oh. Whatever.
That's 10.
Wait,
Are we on 9?
We're on
number
9.
9, we got 0.16 for number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then for number 10, I got 0.84. Anybody else get that?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it. We're all getting the same answer.
Yeah.
0.16. What'd you pick, Ted? 0.84.
0.84.
0.84.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I wonder if they're nitpicky about the 0 in front of the decimal.
I went ahead and put the
You remember
0.
doing it for previous quizzes? I've always done the 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just in case. If I get all those wrong, screwed.
Yeah.
What? Are we on number 11?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
half of the observation.
I mean, yeah. No, I hated taking ACT.
Isn't it the mean? Isn't that what it is?
Let's see.
Using half of the observations are less than or equal to what?
Mean or median?
It would be the median, right?
Yeah, because that goes to the middle, doesn't it? The middle number?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the mean, though? Because the mean is like all of those numbers combined, and it's like the average of everything.
Yeah, and also like with the median.
Because it says less or equal. It would mean more of like the combination of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would guess the mean.
I'm gonna go with mean.
So
Yeah.
24.3.
Mm-hmm.
Does make sense. Let's see. Well, half of the observation.
The top 25%. Would it be quartile number 3?
I don't know if... Because it says half of the observations, so the mean could still be 24.3, but you can have like most of the numbers be 25 and then have like 10 of them be 11, and you could still get a 24.3.
I think because the mean is like, what did they call it? They called it like, I don't remember what they used in the text, but like, if you add like a really high number to the mean, like that group that you have to divide the mean to, it'll make the mean bigger, larger.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why we have like small numbers. Is that what you were asking? Sorry.
No, I don't know. I can kind of figure if I thought one way or the other. I'm not really sure which.
Any, many, miny, mo.
Yeah, maybe that.
It says half of the observations. So it's just talking about like the number of numbers, not necessarily what their average was. Because to find the mean, you add up all the numbers and then divide it, by the number of numbers that there are. So the mean could equal 24.3, and say there's 90 25s, and then there's 10 7s. That makes sense. And the mean would be 24.3, but half of the observations aren't less or equal to 24.3. Only 10 of them were.
Okay. This may be a choose your own, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the median, so maybe I'm wrong, but whatever.
Yeah.
YOLO.
That was median was my first thought, so I'm gonna go with that. But I don't know if that's right at all. Each their own, I guess, on that one, because
I don't know either.
Alright, so number 12, that'd be 27, right? Based on information to... Or, no, sorry. That'd be 1, so 22?
The top 25. Is that the quartile 1 or 3?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
well, 1 would be 25, right?
That's right. That's, yeah,
So 22.
22.
It's 24.
What? Nothing.
Wait.
I don't know what is going on.
Isn't it 22?
It's 22.
What?
Don't listen to Philip. He'll just lecture for like 10 hours on how it's said. 24, not 0.3.
Okay, so, okay.
Hurry, I'm starting to get cold. I'm just kidding.
All right. Last one.
I'm
Last
late
one.
to
Wait, so
what?
what was 12?
No.
The top 25% of students scored above. Wouldn't it be quartile 3?
No, quartile 3 is the 75th percentile.
Yeah, but yeah, we're talking about the top 25% of students, so.
Oh, crap.
I don't know.
It is horrible.
That was my first thought, but then
25% of students.
shoot. I think it would be quartile number 3.
Because we're talking about the top 25% of students,
With that.
75 to
If
100.
we just did 25%, I think we'd be talking about the first one.
Yeah. If it said 25%
Any
of
thoughts?
students scored above, then it would be, I think, quartile 1.
Yes, no, so.
Number 3. Look at number 3.
No.
What do you
I don't know. I'm putting 27, so. Every man for himself. Every woman for herself.
So are we going to go with 22 or 27?
27.
Don't kill me. No.
That 11 and 12 are kind of choose your own.
Yeah. So for number 13,
I think it's the second one, right?
because doesn't it have to be 1?
I would
The second one says a probability is negative, but a probability can't be negative, right?
No,
No.
it cannot.
It can't.
So
Oh, so it's the third one. If the probability is high, then the probability is positive. If the probability is low, then the probability is negative. Is that what you're saying?
That one.
true one.
That one is not one of the 3 rules of probability.
Okay, that one I just read, right?
Yes, the
Yeah.
one that was talking about the negative.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty then.
what did you guys get for number 8? I don't know if I heard
0.13?
1-3. Okay.
0.13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We answered
All right,
that.
Now, 9.
100.
100, yay.
Yay, I got 100 too.
All right.
Sweet.
So should we meet on Thursday at 6 o'clock again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, sounds good.
Good fun, good fun.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay.